Misano, it will be 6 weeks since the crash. I believe it could be a really realistic target.
We are halfway through the season and you think you've seen it all? No, definitely not. Here in Aragon, everything is different. We have a complete new rider lineup. Michael van der Mark will replace Miguel Oliveira, and on Danilo's side of the box we have Hannes Sommer. Mike and Hannes know each other well from the EWC because they are racing there, so I think Mikey should show Hannes the World Superbike paddock before we start the weekend. So let's go, Mikey.
Hello, Hannes.
Hello, Mikey.
Welcome to the team.
Welcome, welcome.
Welcome. I tell you the code. I tell you only once. If you forget it, it's your problem, okay?
Yeah.
The code is 6. No, I'm not telling you. It's Miguel's side and Danilo's side, okay?
Yeah.
Remember, we are a guest.
Okay.
Keep it clean.
Shoes on, shoes off.
Till there.
Yeah.
And then shoes off.
Okay.
If you eat all the chocolate,
Yeah.
you have to buy new.
Okay. Who eat the last, bring the new.
Yes.
Like always. Where are the beds?
The bed? We don't have beds.
No
You
beds.
sleep on the ground.
Okay.
Yes? If you need shower, we have a shower. But don't use the shower as a toilet. Write it down.
Noted.
Noted? Okay.
Noted.
Everything ready? We go to the box. Ah, very important thing. This is Adrian. Don't make him angry. You will not get new parts. Alright? No, write it down. Alright? Welcome in the pit box. It used to be my side. Now it's your side.
Yeah.
One thing you have to write down for the mechanics: buy M&Ms, yellow ones.
M&Ms.
M&Ms, yes.
Easy.
Don't make a mess. Keep it clean.
Everywhere.
Because Marcus makes enough mess in this corner. Then I tell you few simple things. The race is only 19 laps, 18 laps.
Yeah?
Yeah, only half. It's not endless.
And then you go or what?
Then you stop, you take a break, you shower, and you wait. We can do a pit stop. Write down, stay on the bike.
No.
Yes.
So many new things.
When they change tires, it's only from slick to rain or rain to slick. So no fresh tires and no fuel.
Unbelievable. I cannot believe it.
One very important thing. You see there, upstairs? If you have to go in that office, you're out.
Upstairs office is no.
Upstairs office, no.
Yeah, big cross.
I think also one of the most important things now. Everything is in your WhatsApp. Read your WhatsApp.
Yeah.
You see the times for lunch, dinner, breakfast, everything.
This I don't write now. I
Write down.
read from the
Read
WhatsApp.
your, because there's more messages there.
Yeah, okay.
And don't go in the kitchen, it's forbidden. Okay?
Understand. It's time for dinner now, I think.
Yes.
We finished.
If you really need important people,
Yeah.
the office is there.
Yeah?
Yes.
Not the kitchen.
I show you.
There's another office.
If you go in here, there's
Unbelievable.
even bigger problems than the one upstairs.
Okay.
Because these are the real bosses.
Yeah.
So write down. Not upstairs and not in this thing.
In the office.
Perfect. Okay, now it's time to go.
Now it's time to eat.
I think it's an issue with it. When I hit the brake, straight line accordingly, when I discuss confident that the bike stops. I cannot brake later, but brake late, so I don't know why.
The sessions are completed and the biggest challenge of today, the heat, up to, I don't know, how many has
well, today it got to 60 degrees ground temperature in the second session. So this means everything gets very slippery. All the oil comes up out of the tarmac and then the tyres don't grip so well. And it's just what happens, you know.
Yeah.
And obviously then the racetrack becomes slower because the grip level is lower. Sometimes the bike's actually easier to ride, but it's also easier to crash.
That's what we've seen also today, yes.
We saw a lot today,
Yeah.
and generally you'll see most of them are on entry on the front, and they'll lose the front just because it's become hot and slippery.
So tire management is very important for the race
Yeah,
tomorrow.
tyre management's always important. You know, it doesn't matter what it is or where it is. Your tyre management's very, very important. We're lucky that with the Pirelli tyres, they work over a wide range, of temperature. So they still work and work fairly well, but they do get slippery. You know.
At some point.
Yeah.
So, well, then we will see. Do you know if the temperatures will rise again for the next days, or we
I
have
haven't
already
looked
reached
yet.
it? Okay,
I haven't
so
looked.
we stay tuned if it's even getting hotter for the next days. Thank you so much, Adrian, for your input.
No problem.
Thanks.
My mind was like, once Danilo got hurt, I hated to see the environment in the garage. And I know it was tough with me, and then to have another rider injured, for me it was kind of okay. If I hope I can be fit enough to go to Aragon, at least to show them I'm well. Not to do it, I mean, technically I cannot do anything because I'm not riding the bike. I can only sit from the outside, ask questions and give my opinions, but it was more of you know, guys, I'm here. I hope that you know, soon we are back together, but to give this uplifting spirit to the team. So I hope I could bring that to them.
Race 1 is in the books here in Aragon, and I would say let's start with you, Mikey. Super Bowl, pretty good, huh? P7.
Yeah, Super Bowl was alright. I made a good start and I was enjoying it with the bike, feeling good. And yeah, I think I did my best. I have a lap time here. Finished P7, and because of a penalty I started P6, so it was nice. It's been a long time. I qualified that good, and it was nice to see the start lights again.
And it was also a good first up, you can say. You were there in the middle group, but how difficult was it to catch up then?
Yeah, I had an okay start. It was not fantastic, but I was in a nice group and I knew I had a similar pace. I could do the same, but we chose a development tire, which I tried yesterday afternoon, and we thought with the warm conditions today it will work, but honestly from lap 1 I felt it was the wrong choice. So it was a long 18 laps, quite difficult to manage, but anyway, we had some good data, and you know, I scored some reasonable points. So yeah, not ideal, but I know there's a lot more in it.
Well, we will see tomorrow. And Hannes, Mikey just said it was a long 18 laps. Unfortunately, not for you. The race ended pretty early. Tell us what happened.
For me, it was a long half lap in the race. Yeah, annoyed with myself. Made a small mistake. Couldn't save the slide, and yeah, crashed in the first lap, which was not ideal. But the day until this point had been quite good. I think with the lap time in qualifying was not bad, but the position didn't reflect it really well. So yeah, but still I feel good on the bike. I feel like I'm in the. We can fight for some points tomorrow, so I'm more or less.
Already a positive outlook, and also with your fingers, you went to the medical center. Everything is more or less. Okay.
Yeah. Luckily, the finger I hit on the ground is already 10 millimeters shorter than it should be, so it's hard to hurt it more. So yeah, all good for tomorrow. Nothing major.
That's very good to hear. And maybe one last question for you, Mikey, because you obviously did the whole race distance. How difficult is it in this heat? Because we were talking about it yesterday.
It's alright. It's only 18 laps. That's how I approach the race.
Easy. Okay,
No,
and this is not an issue.
There's not an issue with it, so we can manage it.
All right, then 2 more races tomorrow. I'm looking forward. Thanks, guys. The races are done. The weekend is behind us. When sum up a little bit this weekend here in Aragon.
A bit of a different weekend for
Different
us.
atmosphere, yeah.
Having both riders not here, having 2 replacement riders, but I have to say it was more kind of a testing weekend for us. Mikey did a really good job, I have to say, top 10. Compared to his times from last year, he really improved. It was good to see that. I think it showed a really good pace in general. Hannes were thrown into it on short notice. Unfortunately 2 crashes, but the testing work he did for us was really good. So basically I think it was a lot of testing work for the second part of the year. It was good to have Miguel here as well, cheering up for the team and looking good, I have to say. So I really hope that he's ready for Misano. Greetings to Danilo at home. For him it's a bit more difficult at the moment, so there we don't know yet if he can come back, but yeah, I think all the best for him on that side, and I would say in general we are looking positive into the next races.
Then I can't wait for this to happen. Only 2 weeks and then we get ready for Misano.
Exactly. Yeah.
Thank you, Sven.
Thanks.
Your boss said in TV that he is a little optimistic that you're back from Misano, so is this really a realistic goal?
It depends. I mean, from now on, it will be my body telling what I can do. For sure, I think it's a good target that we are planning to come back in Misano. Misano, it will be 6 weeks since the crash and since the whole injury. And I believe it could be a really realistic target. I don't know in which condition I will arrive, but I'm hoping that it's the phase where I can start going into specific work, and to be on top of the bike doesn't represent anything negative for aggravating the injury.